Hi, I'm Tim, and I'm forgiven. If you've seen the previous video, you know I was right in the middle of saying some things. I was talking about oil and the way that oil is villainized. America needs to realize that oil is not a villain. It is not destructive, not harmful to the environment. The use of the internal combustion engine is not hard on the environment. I know this is a hard thing to take, and it's because we're going to get fingers pointed at us when we say things that are different, and a lot of people are going to point at me and tell me how ignorant I am. This is something that I have to live with. I have two choices. I either speak my mind or I don't speak my mind. Either way, I have to live with myself. I have to live with myself because I think that things are going in the wrong direction, or I have to live with myself knowing that people are going to talk about how stupid I am. Now, I studied the automobile quite a bit when I was younger. I was very fascinated by what makes an engine work, and I understand how they run. And I know that previous to the internal combustion engine, power was wasted in astronomical numbers. The use of power was so insufficient that we lost a lot of our efforts in waste. I mean, we couldn't turn it into energy that was usable. And the internal combustion engine changed all that. And you say this is not significant, how does this help the environment? Internal combustion engines just made the environment fantastically better off, and electricity had a lot to do with that. And you go out into a farm and go look and see what the machines can do for feeding people, how few people it takes to run an operation now that'll feed people. Now, it is the internal combustion engine that made mass production of lots of things possible. And it's the mass production of things that make life more affordable, and it also takes away from the poor and the destitute. If you look at the poor, you'll realize that the amount of energy, it's laborers who were taken out of the fields and put into better positions. It's really hard to bring this point across, and I'm glad no one's standing on that side arguing at me and disputing everything I say. You might be doing it on your side of the internet, but I don't have to listen to it. You can make responses, and I will look at them, but oil it freed up men from bondage, the bondage of hard manual labor that was required so that all of us could eat. I don't expect to be able to convince you of all the stuff that I'm speaking about, and I just want you to look into it on your own, because I know that if you look into history and you look at the automobile, you look at the farm equipment, you look at farming, you look at go back 70, 80 years ago, the woman of the house spent as much hours preparing food as she would on a job. 6, 7, 8 hours a day preparing food, and it was necessary. And it's all understandable. It's all fine, discoverable. We don't understand why that's so relevant. If you don't understand that, you just have to look at it, because I can't explain it to you. You have to look into it yourself and dispute it. This is one of the biggest problems in America. There's 3 big problems. One is, the most obvious, is taxation. Taxation is absolutely ridiculous. It's You cannot look at one man and say you owe more money to the government than the other man owes. You can't. There's no way possibly to say that legitimately without being what's the word? You're being judgmental. You're deciding that one guy owes more money than the other guy does based on he has more money. Now, common sense tells you if you all are paying 10%, nobody's paying more money than the other. You're all paying 10%. One guy might pay 100,000, one guy might pay $10, but it's 10%. So we'll go into that. Taxation is destructive the way it's designed. It's judgmental. It's destroying our economy. It's destroying our future. The other thing that's big is control. The government wants to make laws on top of laws. It's here in my state, they're trying to get a law against texting while you're driving. It's completely unnecessary. Texting while you're driving is called careless driving, and it is illegal. So if you want to stop someone, give them a ticket for texting and driving, you don't need a law. If they're swerving all over the road, pull them over, write them a ticket for reckless or careless driving. It's just that simple. The third thing is directly related to the second thing, the control. Control, and that is oil. Oil has been regulated and villainized to the point where it's not deemed as being a responsible thing. It's not. Oil is an evil thing, and oil is the hub of humanity. Oil makes everything different. It makes the whole world different. We got plastic, we got gasoline, we got lubrication, and everything revolves around those three things. Plastics, just phenomenal what it's done. Gasoline, phenomenal what it does. Lubrication is phenomenal, and it's involved. Those three things are involved in every single aspect of production for every company, no matter what they produce. Your delivery, your driving, your lubrication, and the plastics. Plastics are in everything. When we understand these three things, we need to reduce taxation, we need to reduce controls, and we need to promote oil. And this is a big, big thing. I have nothing to gain by this. Oil means nothing to me. I don't have any means of extracting it. I don't have any stock in any company that extracts it. And probably if I did, I would tell you to villainize oil, because the oil prices are just going to keep going up when you do that. There is absolutely no reason. Donald Trump, ask him. He says the same thing to you. There's no reason why oil has to be over $20 a barrel. No reason. When you increase the price of oil, you have across the board have increased the price of everything. Going to work, everything you buy, every single thing. Oil has got to be identified as a mechanical wonder for the world. And it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Please spread the word. And conservatism is many voices. It's not just mine. So let's keep this train rolling. Go to your parties, meetings. Go to town hall meetings. Anything you can. We need everybody. We need a lot of people. God bless. Take care.